Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are tuning to higher frequencies, a higher vibration. My guest today is Dorota Rozmus, who is a vocal alchemist, and she channels the Divine Mother frequencies. Get ready for this truly divine experience as we welcome Dorota back to Quantum Conversations. Hello, Dorota.
Hello, hello. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for connecting to all these beautiful people that I open my heart to, and then we can just have a conversation through the heart.
A conversation through the heart. We can already feel very centered. I want to share, for those who may not be familiar with you, your background and how you came into singing and toning and channeling the Divine Mother frequencies is quite remarkable. We encourage folks to look in our archive here at acoustichealth.com and check that out because it's such a touching story. But let's get real with you here in our world. Here we are in 2022. You are from Poland and you are now living in Spain, which that's a beautiful journey that you've made. You've been holding incredible ground in the past 2 years. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is how we can really shift and hold creator consciousness. Let's get an update from you. Here we are. There's something in Ukraine is going on now, and Poland is very close to Ukraine. And share that story of the really great heart opening that's going on in Poland.
Yes. As you know, Poland was part of the communist country for quite many years, and we are the fighters, we are the openers for these Eastern European countries to let go of this communist regime that came from Russia. And Poland went through solidarity and all this. So we have this compassion and passion for freedom that's in our blood. So I have it too. That's why I've been a fighter, and I've been feeling a lot of release and going forward, no matter what. So that gave me my country and my people and where I come from, definitely. And at this moment, well, when pandemic started, I was not aware how difficult it already is. I went to Poland because I used to be in Spain with my son. And I went to Poland, and suddenly, boom, they blocked me there. They just said, okay, you are staying here. Because I couldn't go back. The flights were, of course, we all know what happened. So through these 2 years, like universe arranged this for me, that I ended up on a 12th floor of the building in the center of Warsaw, where I could overlook all this beautiful city with the sunsets and everything. And I've been just doing a lot of work of actually releasing the timelines from the war, from the communism. I've been sitting there and just like having my hands up and just, okay, Mother, Divine Mother, Universe, come. And I could feel there is the power coming. There is actually the light portal in the center of Warsaw. So I've been doing this 2 years, of course, with my people as well, that I had sessions, I had private sessions like I always do. And now I decided before all this Ukrainian happened, I decided that I am done. I just want to go into a peaceful place with more light and sun. And then suddenly this Ukrainian war started. So just to make it shorter, the beautiful spirit of Polish people opened their hearts, and they truly inviting. There are millions of Ukrainian people coming through the border, and they looking for home. They need basics. Yes, they need the shelter and they need food. So this is provided by everybody. It's just like millions of Polish people. They've opened homes. They invited these people. I am so proud. I'm like, I really love to see that. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So I know many of people outside of this, Europe, or especially Poland, because even if I'm in Spain, it's a different vibration. People don't feel it that much than we do. We are there like in the middle of what is going on. But I know many people around the world, we are all worried, how can we help, what can we do? We don't want this. Yes, we want peace. Of course we want peace. So what I am doing and what I would advise you as well is that this is a great opportunity for the spiritual people to learn how to navigate through the vibrational energy, that we can truly do so much. There are people, they need to open houses and they need to give food to the refugees, but they are us. And we're supposed to sit straight in a vertical position and just, send the light, activate the light, go with angels, go with divine masters, go with your divine soul, spirit, family, and just do this work from above. Yes, so we can ground the light wherever you want to, wherever you want to, wherever you want. And funny thing is that when you do that, you will always find that the war is inside each one of us, that we are all carrying this memory of pressure, of domination, of just duality that happened through your soul journey, or perhaps your ancestors. So the Ukrainian is just showing up whatever we are clearing from the inside, from our DNA system and the Earth's DNA system. So this is all about this. It's a huge, like, okay, I can see this. Now what am I doing with it?
Mhm. I love your perspective, Dorota, and it is indicative of the work that you've been doing the last 2 years, but it's beyond the last 2 years. I mean, the last 2 years has just been intense. So in this intensity, you've maintained your vibration and holding and radiating love out where you are. That's such a beautiful role model for all of us. And so as we zoom out from this whole picture, it appears that the world is opening the hearts. Like, we're not tolerating behavior as such anymore. It's as if the whole world is watching. And so it's very interesting to see how it's coming about. This would be a cleanse then. This is our own internal DNA from, like you said, from our ancestors, which is something that we each take a look at and decide which way we're going to vibrate on that. Is that really what's going on?
Yes, absolutely. And look what happens, that when everything is sort of okay, we all know that governments are not doing the good job. We all know you had a president that was like boom, yes, in America, was starting to open people's minds that, okay, I need to choose and I need to know what am I choosing and how I want to create my world and where I want to live and how I want to proceed with my life. And the same is happening now. It's like if we don't have this boom, this energetic push, then at the moment many people are saying no, no, no to the war, no to this, no, we want peace. So it's like this energetic trampoline from within every being, like I know what I want and I know what I don't want. Yes, so it's a manifestation, it's a very strong manifestation, and it activates the energy. This energy of change needs to be activated from within us. So if we go frustration, the frustration coming up, that is the activation of what we are releasing, and it needs to be strong sometimes. When the situation is difficult in our private life and we are just like sitting in this bad relationship or sitting in this bad job that we hate and all this, and it's like, and suddenly something must happen to move us out. So enough is enough. Yes, I need to change. So everybody from within, we are going through this decision, this activation. How do we want to live? We know now, we know more, and we are more afraid of speaking up what we want and how we want to feel. It's much stronger communities, much stronger human being. This is what Gaia is doing. This is what the Divine Mother is doing. We need to just find out that we can speak. We are not afraid to speak. We are not afraid to decide. We are not afraid to change, So the fear is being released because we got to the point that fear doesn't matter. We just need to speak the truth.
Yes, it is a pressure cooker requiring us to surrender to love. And so what an incredible journey for each person. And you call this tuning to creator consciousness. And we're going to tune into higher vibrations. You're actually going to sing for us and share the beautiful alchemy that comes through you from the Divine Mother. And what is your suggestion for folks to tune to our divine self, to tune to these higher frequencies? What is the recipe for that?
Yeah, recipe. There are many elements, as you can imagine, and as we all know, because all the listeners go through many transformations for a long time. But through my own work within myself and all the journey that I went through, I know one thing for sure, that human being, we all need to know how loved we are by the divine. This is something has been forgotten. And through this space of the lower vibration, when we go separate, that we go duality, then we are looking like left, right, we are looking here, how to change, how to fight, how to do this. And then we are just awakening into this vertical vibration to connect to something that is above this, what split everything, where we need to decide, like we said a few minutes ago. If you coming to the point where you don't have to decide anymore what is good, what is bad, what do you have to judge again about yourself, about your neighbor, and about your family, then we are going up into the system of vertical connection this is actually vibrational connection, but we need to find a tune. Yes, it really is frequency. We need to just navigate a little bit to look here, and then go up again and go high, and just find this point above yourself. There are a few points, they are chakras, of course, but we are just focusing on knowing that we are above, that we are below, connecting to Gaia, that we are opening to the Christ consciousness of left and right and in front and in back of you. And then you just realize, okay, universe loves me. Universe loves me. Universe truly loves me. If this is my truth, how do I want to feel? How do I find this feeling? How is it that universe loves me? And then you go inside with your breath, with your softness, with your relaxation, and just find out, okay, if universe loves me and my divine self is connecting with me, and I am one with this beautiful multidimensional being, then how do I want to feel this love? So we are staying in observation without judgment, even if it is only for a few minutes. So we create understanding that love is there wherever, I want to find out. Because I know, which is this, like I feel it like we are taking ourselves up, and just like click, and okay, there I am there. Even if I go down and I hide or something happens, then I know, oh, I've been there. I know this is my connection, this is my vibration as well. And then more times you are doing this, more the energy will show you the higher frequency, because we are going back to understand what the feeling is, which is the vibration of our heart, the vibration of frequency, that we are learning to understand how the mind needs to grasp the knowingness that comes through the feeling. Yes. So when I'm doing this with my hands, I work for you, for the listeners, to open the space of left and right, like a rose opening, like a flower opening. So this is the rose symbol is opening. And when we open, then the divine can come through and is spreading the light, is spreading the energy. But you are allowing, yes, you are in this knowingness of love. You are in this knowingness of love when we are doing this. And I do understand that it is not always such an easy thing to do. This is why I am helping, because I hold this truth with you. Yes, I hold this truth because I know that. I decided that I know that about you. I know about humanity. I know about every being. You are loved. I know that. So when I know that, with my many years of shifting and keeping this energetics around Gaia, with Divine Mother, with my team of light, So when I keep this for you, this knowingness, you can do that with me. And we need as many people as possible to keep this knowingness. Yes, we are creating the higher frequency of love, because this is the most important thing that every human needs. We need to know we are loved. We need to know we are loved. When we know that, then everything else is like, okay, I'm cleaning this, I'm cleaning that, I observe this, I observe that, I have to make this decision, I have to go to work, or I have to wash my teeth. You know, everything is okay. But then I just take a breath and I remember, oh, I am loved. So what does it change for me in this situation?
It feels empowering. It feels, you were describing this going up into higher frequencies. For me, it actually felt like expanding outward in all directions, truly multidimensionality. And I guess we could call that light body. Would you say that this is a light body activation when we make this connection?
Yes, yes, because we are connecting to our light body. We are creating from our fifth dimensional energetics. What is important to say that, you know, before we awaken our consciousness to know that, because now many people are connecting to this knowingness of love, of, you know, central sun, of the loving divine mother, and many people make it with ease and grace to connect, to know that this is the truth. But before that, we were going kind of from below, from the human, from the etheric later on. So everybody were running around astral and trying to fix this and fix that. And now, what I suggest, okay, of everybody has a different way of doing, but what I suggest is when we take our consciousness into this point of love that is loving us, however we want to feel it. So we are doing our work from above, like you are saying, this expansion is coming from above, the light is coming from above, the light is doing work with you. So later on, it's easier to just observe, okay, I have to change this, I have to do this, because we are moving our way from love, from the higher points. And of course, Gaia is coming from below, and she's doing the same. She is activating her fifth dimensional crystal light, and she's holding us as the Divine Mother as well, and she's doing this as well. So we have, from every direction, we have this higher vibration, and we can just relax in it and allow our light body to come through into the cells, into the etheric, into aura, through the breath and our knowingness, because without our decision, without our knowingness, is not going to happen. No, not that easy. Of course, universe and your divine self is doing everything to just put you a little bit like, you know, do this, observe this. But you have a free will, and this free will always be for you, your truth. So you are the one who is deciding, oh yes, I want this. This is my truth. This is how I create with my divine self.
I absolutely love that. And I truly hope that everyone watching and listening is feeling this. When we are here in this space, like you said, we are creating with the 5D energetics. And this is what we mean by surrender to love. Because when our back is against the wall and there's pressure coming at us and it feels hard and it feels intense, to simply make this shift in this delicate way. It's so gentle and delicate, and you use the word relax into it. That's so beautiful. If that's all we have to do to share with so many other people, it's pretty simple. Although it may not be easy, it is pretty simple.
It's simple and it's not easy at the same time. But when you said, when we are against the wall and something happens and we are tensed, we're starting to run this negative energy, let's say. Then we need to remember, okay, I need to go back into my inner body and start breathing. This is the tool that I use through my activations every time. Because knowing that the universe loves me, sometimes it's not possible to remember when you are like, the tension is there. So, but you know that you are in a body. So when you know you are in a body, you can just use the simple tool to breathe, but consciously. Consciously, okay, I take this moment, even if I'm like stressed totally. I take this one moment to breathe consciously. I take this breath, and then just the second thing, you have to remember that you can use creation element. You can use the element of creation that you have for yourself, as you can create, okay, what do I want to breathe in? I am the creator, so I create this moment. This is the moment where I choose to breathe. And then I choose to breathe in, for example, the scent of the rose. I suggest this for people because it gives you this feeling of something beautiful, which is your creation of the beautiful feeling. Then you can use your imagination, how beautiful it is when the rose is opening. I can do the same with my breath. Like I'm giving this to myself. I create this moment. It takes 15 seconds and then you can go back to being like this. But then you stop again and you take another breath. And each time something happens that you feel out of, your connection to divine self, you can just remember, I breathe and I am the creator. I am one with the creator, so I can create something good for myself. Simple things, but they will help. And then you can do the bigger job, yes, of connecting with the light, connecting with Divine Mother, Divine Gaia. But at the moment of stress, this is where you start, from the heart breath.
That already feels like an activation. It is an activation as we truly are in that heart space. I really hope everyone is feeling that. We are going to take some questions from our Zoom audience later in this program. So for those who may have any issue or need your assistance in meeting this higher vibration, we can do that. And I said that it already felt like an activation, but let's do an activation. It is so beautiful as you bring forward the Divine Mother frequencies coming through your voice and your tones and your singing. So we are looking forward to that, Dorota. Thank you.
Sure, of course. Let me just remind you that the voice, the sound that I bring is like extension of the light that I activate for you, and these sounds are decoding something for you, because we are working always with your divine self when I do that. So the sound cannot be understood by the mind, but that way you are allowing and you teaching your mind there is frequency that we don't understand, but we go into feeling of it. We open to understand it differently, and I am open to understand it through my heart or through my space of energy. Okay. So when you breathe with me, consciously take a breath and allow your breath to be as gentle as you can, as slow and soft as you can. And I am connecting all of us into the heart of Divine, into the loving Divine Mother. Divine Mother is like a sphere, creating a sphere around you. It looks like a sphere around Gaia also, because it holds you together. Everything that you are is loved. Everything. There is no left or right. There is no wrong or not. It is just loving you if you choose, if you breathe with it, if you relax top of your head. We are opening your chakras above you. If you relax lower abdomen, lower parts of your spine consciously, and your feet, space below your feet, connected to the heart of Gaia with her mother energy, crystal grid. And then you are coming back to your heart space, breathing, relaxing. And now allow the sound to help you do it one more time, up, down, back to the heart. And now we are going down below your feet, opening to Gaia. And you are in a sphere vibration, and your vertical energy is coming through your spine, through your DNA space in a vertical, up and down, down and up. And then it spreads in a left and right, vast energy that you are, with your divinity coming through your home, your light. It's coming home to be with you, with your human self, your angels, your masters. Your divine kingdom is coming down to be next to you, human, with all this microcosmic energy to vibrate into love again. You are so loved for doing so, for choosing to be the human body that holds this microcosmic information for humanity, for universes, for galaxy. You are loved and you are amazing. And you are activating your value here as the human. Human that comes back to be one with multidimensional self. Human to remember the kingdom that you come from and loving Gaia below your feet. Breathe in this truth. And breathing in and out again, back into your heart. So you know this is activation, which means that was activated for you to access. Now we can go on and on.
We are feeling angelic. We are feeling our divine light. I truly hope everyone is. And it is from here, as we create the new, I can see where there's no tolerance for anything less than this. And the collective will get there as well. Because I truly know that there is an influence. And as we be this, we help others make a shift as well.
Yes.
And so it's so simple, but it's not easy. And it's incredible work that you're doing, having us feel so deeply connected to the mother energy, to the mother energy of Gaia.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
She really loves humanity. She wants us to remember, the Gaia wants us to remember that she never has been against human, because there is this information running through our system that we are scared to be here, that we don't want to be here, many people, because they're clearing so much that if you can again remember that you are loved by Gaia as much as you are loved by the universe, then you can relax and find the tune with her love as well, because she is truly helping our body to heal. Not only healing is not the word we are more than healing. We are powerful creators. We are becoming, we are unstoppable. And as you are saying, um, when we ground in our heart, in our body, with this conscious understanding who we are, even if this is still running to transform a lot, then it's like a domino vibration. It's like a domino effect, you know. From the inner self, we are changing millions of different informational energetics that we all carrying in our system. So just imagine how much you are doing by just deciding, I am going to be love. I am relaxing into what I choose. You are going into microcosmic structure of your body. And then you can find some difficult things there, because this is the pain, this is here, this is here. But this is why you are doing this. You have to change this vibration and say, no, I love you. No matter what I see there through my ancestors and through whatever happened on Gaia, she loves me. She loves my body. She loves everybody. And one more thing, very, very important. It's like we are going through this vertical vibration of Divine Mother. We are going to the root chakra with the light into our divine child, into our divine beginning, divine beginning of being a human. So this is not just holding your child, it's giving power to your child and giving power to the moment of beginning of being a human. So this is what my work is all about as well. It's loving the child in every person, but giving the power to the child again. So when we go to the root of our beginning, this lifetime or any other, then, and we decide, okay, I'm here, Gaia loves me, Divine loves me, then you tell your child, you tell yourself, here, I look up into myself. I no longer look for left and right into my father, my mother, my people around here. You tell yourself and you tell your child, here is the love that we are. The child came here with the power and innocent vibration of love. But the child was blocked, so started to look around, what is my mother doing? What is my father? This is mother, father, God. So something is wrong. No, there is nothing wrong with the Divine Mother, Father, God. There is something different going on here. But we don't judge it. If we don't judge it, we are just looking, okay, here is the truth. We are bringing this down into my ancestors. Your divine child is doing this again into your family.
I can see how this being this love and being this vibration, embodying the frequency, embodying our divine self is literally changing our DNA. And we don't really have to be so conscious of it, do we? I would imagine that there'd be more insights that people have of past lives or connections. Like it seems like we're all beginning to feel and see how truly we all are connected. And so that's a DNA change right there. That's the result of what's happening when we hold these frequencies, right?
Yes. It is no judgment, yes, if we call it keeping the higher frequency. Keeping the higher frequency is staying in observation without judgment. It's a different thing that you observe, okay, here is the war, yes, I observe it. I have to see it, I cannot ignore it, yes, it's what I see. So do I like it? No, but it is not judgment, it's the observation. The same with your own story. It's like, okay, I observe I have done things here that I wouldn't do anymore. But do I have to go, oh, I am so bad, or I don't deserve love, or things like that? No, this is the judgment. The other thing is to observe. Okay, when the observation is happening, then it gives you this connection to the higher frequency that you can do something about it. So when we stay in a higher frequency of observation, we have the power to do something about the change. If we stay in a lower vibration of duality and say, oh, I have to run because it scares me, or I have to change something here because I've done something wrong, then we are staying in a story of it, and that is not giving us power that we need for changing this situation or this vibration.
Yes. Yes. Solution energy here in this vibration. And you were talking about judgment, and we can see how there's no room for judgment in this vibration. It doesn't even want to come up. So we're learning here what it feels like, what judgment feels like. And so we're going to give up judgment because it feels so good to not judge anyone, but just to hold the frequency. And I think I've said this before, it could feel like a cop out to some. But what we're trying to illustrate and demonstrate is it's not a cop out. It's who we are. Yes, it's our vibration. It's what we were vibrating in Lemuria, right? It's what we thought, it's what we knew. And so we're just returning to it. And it feels really wonderful.
Yeah.
It does.
It is love, isn't it? It's again, we are going back to understand that no judgment means loving another person. Doesn't matter what he did or he didn't. But there is a tricky thing here, because when we say love, sometimes it's like, no, okay, but somebody really hurt me. If somebody, for example, did something really not nice to me. And many people were going through the violence, and violence for the child, and abuse in a relationship. So, okay, so what, Dorota, you're saying, I have to love this being, and people are mistaken love for giving permission to something bad. So they are two different things. Yes, we have to say no, and we need to say it loud. Like we are saying no to war, we are saying no to something that happened. And even with myself, I've been working through the feeling of, okay, what was my human doing that if something was like that, I am saying no to myself, which is I'm saying no to this human soul pieces that did something that I wouldn't call love now at all. I am saying no to myself. So you can say no to the human that did something wrong to you. You don't have to fight, you don't have to go to the war. But you have to stand in your power, you have to stand in your right, in your truth, and say no. No, no more. You're not going to help me. I don't like this. I don't want this. And then you can sit in your heart and your breath And then you can see, why is this person doing this? Perhaps it's a lot of rage because of the deep, deep hurt that this person had. So that gives you like, we are unlocking this density that was so difficult that this person hurt me. So when we are in peace and when we are in our breath and in our conscious decision that we are not going to judge it, we just want to undo it. We just want to unlock this energy. And when we are unlocking, it doesn't feel nice. Sometimes it feels really difficult. But then when you feel this, oh, that wasn't really nice, I feel this pain, I feel this anger, I feel this sadness, then you know, okay, but this is not who I am. This is what I am releasing. This is what I am unlocking. And that comes, okay, so I have to connect myself to the point of love above me. I have to connect myself to the point of love below me. And I stay in this knowingness until my angels, my divine self, my universe help me to dissolve all this that I have unlocked for many, many beings at the same time.
That's how we deprogram from the density, how we let the old matrix go and bring in the solutions for our earth. You were sharing that Mother Earth loves us so deeply. What are your thoughts on how we can love her in return? I think as we see in my hometown, there's forest fires, which are really grass fires. And so I use that example because the collective in that community is seeing this need to, it's this toleration. We're not tolerating things anymore with this love. There's no tolerance for people who speak ill of other people, mainly our politicians. And so, it's interesting to take a look at what's going on in the collective, because with our 3D eyes, we could see, oh, we might not make it. It's just getting worse. But what you're helping us shift is that when we hold this vibration, we can see that that it's coming up in the collective because we're clearing it.
Yes.
And this is where it goes back to what you were saying about deciding how we want to feel. So thank you for this description and this experience, because I'm feeling it and I know others are feeling it. And now I'd like to ask those in our Zoom audience, if there's someone with a question, someone needs help deprogramming from any density, please go ahead and raise your hand or send us a note in chat. Dorota would love to answer your question. So as we're waiting for that to come along, Dorota, I am very excited about 7 days with you. From time to time, you do these wonderful online experiences that are so high vibe, that really are so exquisite is the word. And we've got something coming up. There's a new course, 7 days with you, and these are all consecutive days. Share with us what this event is.
Yes, I believe in repeating. I believe in doing many classes and many meetings, because we need to repeat the energetic workout. So we are learning how to stay, as we are saying, stay in this higher vibration as often as we can. So this is for 7 days. I want to hold you in love with Divine Mother and just keep coming down with energetic love that will connect deeply into your body, as we were saying, deeply into creating your powerful human. So every day I just open. This is truly like a transmission and channeling every day. So it's difficult for me to even say what is going to happen every day. All I can say is that we are together for 7 days doing deep work, going into cellular energy, connecting ourselves to the higher dimensions, activating the connection to your divine self, to the angels that loves you, to the love of Divine Mother, which is truly teaching you how to keep this knowingness of love for yourself. Many things are happening through the one activation, and when we repeat this for 7 days in a different vibration each day, it's a truly powerful 7 days where you receive the activations and you listen later on to this, so you can repeat, because many informational energetics are so much there that you need to just sit in it and later on just process. Many tools they are, I'm sharing how to feel, I'm sharing how to open the body, and of course this is the energy. Every day we are just in the energy of it. Yes, I'm doing this now because I cannot stop. It's like I connect to what is going to be happening, and it's already working. The universe doesn't know the time. I'm not saying, come on, Divine Mother, it's going to happen in 2 weeks. Well, she's already doing. Everything is happening in a now. So I love working in a now, and that's it. Yes.
And that's how we go quantum, through the sacred heart, and it's outside of time and space. So thank you for putting that together. The link for that program is right here on this webpage. It's in the chat box on Zoom, and we're really looking forward to that. It's great. I love it that you have the recordings. And when people are in these experiences, I would imagine that their dream space in these group settings, when you get back together, day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on, that the group is actually quantum itself. And there's, I want to say that it clears group energy, or there could be dreams that come up for people. I know that when we do these group sessions, it seems like we're in the dream space with the group.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing? Have you had stories of that?
Yes, and the dreams itself, they are powerful because during the dream you are releasing, you are working in a quantum. So it's usually powerful to go to sleep and wake up and do another session. But perhaps what I want to say is that I'm always so grateful when I have people from around the world, because it just feels like so powerful. We keep this connection. We keep this, it's like a spider web that we create with the light. And you are here and I'm here, and the Gaia is working from below, and the divine is working from above, and we keep this energetics. And of course we are doing, each session we are doing for you and for your divine body, but then we are also doing this for humanity. We are doing powerful work for humanity. Every time I open my hands and I have the group, we are working for humanity. So it's really powerful an experience.
Thank you, Lemurian sister, goddess of divine mother frequencies. Incredible work that you're doing, and a great facilitator for others. You also do personal sessions with people, and that's also included in your special offer on the page there. Did you want to add anything about what those are like?
Yeah. Oh, where to start? Yes, it depends, of course, on the person and what you bring to the world and how you transform your cellular, your mental, your space. But again, it is powerful to meet another divine human, and when we get together, we are just going deeply. We're just going into the microcosmic energy of your body, and we are connecting you to the divine you. So during one session, it's like the universes are opening and the cellular is opening, and I of course make the connection for each one of you who is doing this activation with me to connect to the energetic of Gaia and energetic of the divine, so it's a beautiful experience. Each one is different. Each one is different.
Beautiful. I have a question from Madalena. And Madalena asks, I would like to ask Dorota for a timely message for me from Divine Mother and Mother Earth. Are you able to offer a message?
What's the name one more time?
Madalena.
Madalena. What I can feel is the softness in you. Because if you ask this question, the question is what is opening you already. Yes, the question is like opening the flower inside you, so you want this connection and you just have it now. You are just having it now. So when you open and relax your head, I am connecting you to Divine Mother. And I'm connecting you to Divine Mother Gaia. And I can see like a beautiful butterfly for you, as you are this feminine beauty. And the message is ask for more connection. And you have it. So embrace this beautiful vibrational connection. Up and down, down and up, and then spreading your wings like a butterfly. Okay.
Thank you, Madalena, for your question, because that actually is for all of us as well.
It was
Thank
an
you.
activation. Activating this truth. The question is always the opening. Yes, the question is like a flower for you. And when you question, when you ask, then create it. Don't forget you can create. How do I want to feel?
Yeah, perfect. Another question. This is from Linda. And Linda says, I keep hearing it's time for me to amp my spark into a flame within and step forth. I'm so close to Mother Earth and wish to honor her and serve her and all of us to the highest degree. How may I hold, emanate, and increase my power to hold greater light, vibration, and frequency?
Mhm. So the same way, like when you love Mother Earth, create this love within your body. Create with her a love that you want to first receive into your body. as Gaia will give you the power. When you open this power through the feeling, how do I feel that Gaia is activating the crystals for me, that my body is becoming crystal body. So you start from within yourself, because once you are connected to Gaia, like you are saying, then everything comes naturally. So don't go outside of yourself looking for doing something for Gaia. Go within and allow her to find your body, like a frequency connection, like we are doing this now. Yes, the frequency connection of Gaia into your body, and then you are like, again, the flower in you can spread, and then you find your way. You'll find your way.
Thank you, Linda, for the question.
Flower energy, a flower below your feet, flower within your lower abdomen, your feminine parts, everywhere you can feel you are opening like a flower. So you are blossoming with Gaia, so you can show that to other people.
That is a beautiful answer to the earlier question of how we just are feeling that great call to assist Gaia in all ways. New systems to help, with the trash. I mean, now we're starting to go into the 3D, but it's the solution energy that I know is on the hearts of many people. And so making this connection, I feel like we're crystalline already from just being here in this time with you, because it's such a high vibrational essence that there's no problems here, but we can observe. And as we embody the love frequency within us, the solution energy is there.
Yes.
And that is beautiful.
Imagine this, when well, I am a musician, we are all artists, we are all creators. So how do we create? When we want to write a book, or we want to paint the painting, or we want to create the music, first we are sitting in the space, and then we are starting to create this. It doesn't exist yet, or perhaps it exists in a higher frequency, but not in a 3D. So you are bringing this idea down into the 3D, because you are artists, you are the creator. Yes, so the same with Gaia and with humanity. What we are seeing now already has been created. It is the past time that we look at. So when we want to create the future, we need to create it from something that we don't see. We need to stay in this feeling and seeing Gaia being beautiful crystal Gaia. We need to see the humanity being happy and loving each other. We need to create the clean waters. We need to imagine this. We need to work with our imagination, because we are creators. But if we are just looking around and just giving our energy to what we see, then we give more energy to what we see and to what was created before. We have to go in, and we have to start understanding the creation. There is who else but us? We are the ones who are first. We need to stand up and say, okay, I see Gaia holding humanity. I see humans being strong. I see children being born powerful and without, disconnection from divine self. And I do that every day. And I'm inviting you, my beautiful friends, to do that with me. Because we are the creators, we need to first create what we don't see yet.
Yes, thank you so much for that. I have chills. And it is why for decades now we have been saying, hold your vision of New Earth, or at least begin to envision New Earth. And it is the turquoise, clear blue crystal waters of the oceans that are still around on this planet, but I see them everywhere. And I do see respect and kindness and generosity. So we are all with you, Dorota,
Thank you.
creating that vision.
And you see, beautiful Lauren, you are like, when you see this and when you even speak about this, it spreads. Yes, it's like, oh, we are so happy, so we create the happiness of seeing somebody loving another person. As we are spreading this energy from within because we are happy when we notice something beautiful. And when we see something not really nice, then we have to hold this in this observation only without going to emotional body. Yes, and say, okay, I can see that, but this is going to change. Yes. And one more thing, please, we cannot do everything, like everything. Like every person has a different agenda, different thing. When you are somewhere and you see something that you can do something about it, like some Polish people for the Ukrainians, then they do. Yes, they take action and they do. But when you are not in a position of, I don't know, helping dolphins when you live in a city, then you don't help dolphins because you cannot do that. You have to find your own thing to do wherever you are, which is again, don't spread yourself in every direction because you want to help everybody. Just go back into yourself and just say, okay, I can help myself today by being beautiful and kind to my body, to my breath, and that really helps.
Yes, that just feeling those words is spectacular. And it's our reality's just right in front of us. So thank you for that clarification and instruction. It's very important. And wow, I will forever be eternally optimistic. And I know that we've got this. We do. And that's why we just constantly speak this message, because it will shift things for the collective. It's shifting for those who are able to do that. New Earth is a vibration. And so, we can vibrate into New Earth right here, right now, from this vibration.
Yes,
Yes.
whatever we can, every moment. Please understand that it is also okay to be sad. Yes, it is okay to go and feel the feelings that obviously they coming because it's okay. It's okay. I'm not saying now everybody needs to be happy and create only happiness. It's quite beautiful sometimes to go into sadness, but let the sadness be like deep in this sadness, you know that you are just releasing it. Like you know that you need to cry because you felt the sadness, something happened, you feel the past, you feel, so you need to release it, you need to let go of it. But it's okay, and we need to do that too. How can we release the pain if we don't cry? Sometimes we need to cry. But all I'm asking you for, that when you are in these situations when you need to release, please remember just one thing. I am releasing it. I am not it. I am not going into this story. I am sad by feeling and seeing my past or past of somebody else. But I release it because this is what I do. This is what is good for me and this person or the humanity or whatever.
Yes. Powerful. potent words. We are simply releasing it. We are not it. Okay.
Yeah.
Important navigational advice from Dorota Rozmus. There's another comment I'd like to share as well. Oh, here's one from Izzy. Very empowering experience. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energies. Felt deep, multi-dimensional connection. Yes, we feel multi-dimensional. That might be a hard term to grasp or to think about or perceive, but what you had us feel today is our multidimensionality. It's all about love. It's all love, and it's our light body. And wow, that is powerful. Here's a note from Tia. Tia's, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, just because I just want to say that love that we understand with our mind needs to be connected to the word life itself. As love, that powerful love that comes from universe, is the frequency of a flow of light, and it gives us the life force. So when we allow this, it is giving us this that we want to be alive, and it cannot be stopped.
Goosebumps all over my body. Thank you. Alive. Love is alive. Love is life. Love is all there is. Return to love. This is our return to love, individually, collectively, and planetarily. Yes. Thank you.
Planetary and cosmic energy.
Cosmically, galactically.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're doing so much more than we can imagine, but we don't have to know it. It's a simple things that can grow into higher vibration. We don't need to do everything and know everything. We can just be in this breath that we talked about.
It reminds me of the Be Here Now movement. What was that in the 70s? Be love now. Yes, awesome. I want to share a quick anecdote from Tia in our Zoom audience.
Okay.
Tia says, something interesting happened right after the meditation. A spider appeared behind me in my mirror, hanging down from the ceiling. When I turned around to see it, so she saw it in the mirror. When I turned around to see it, it was no longer there. Perhaps it has meaning for me or our group today. If so, any thoughts about that? I thought it might be noteworthy, she says.
Very interesting. Well, the elementals will be connecting with us once we connect to Gaia, and they're going to talk to us all the time. And this is the other language that we have forgotten. It's a language, the spider, the birds, the music, the wind. We are going to remember all this. This is all frequency that we'll talk to us. So just embrace it, that the friend is coming down and showing you, okay, I'm here as well. I am in this meditation and I am powerful as you. I connect. When I see spider, I just feel this web construction. And when we can feel the web construction of the light, that each piece is connecting us together as the light, and the frequency can flow through and gives us new matrix through this, new light matrix. Saying hello to the spider. I love them all. I have
new
this beautiful friend
matrix.
in my little garden. I have now I don't know the word in English, that the grasshopper. Grasshopper. And he sits with me.
Yes.
He sits with me for 2 days, and I talk to him. he's showing me how he's eating the fruit, no fruit to the leaves. That's so sweet. My inner child is happy.
And the inner child wants to connect with Gaia and talk to the elementals.
Absolutely.
And yeah, beautiful. Dorota, thank you so much for this beautiful experience of higher frequency energies today. We will carry them with us. We will radiate them out to our world. And I'm pretty certain everyone watching and listening will decide to be love now and to be connected in this way.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you, beautiful friends. Yes, I love meeting you all, and I have nothing else to say. It was just so powerful. I'm so hot now because the energy is just like vibrating in every direction. But I know it goes to you all. It goes to you. I'm touching you and you're touching me. So thank you for connecting. Thank you. And I hope we meet during the course together. And perhaps you'd like the session with me. That will be wonderful to meet you in person.
Beautiful. We are excited and we invite everyone watching and listening to check out the special offer. You'll know in your heart if you are due for this time with Dorota. Again, it feels so good, and follow that. And a personal session as well with this beautiful facilitator is highly acclaimed, and we think you'll love it too. So thank you, Dorota. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your love. And Gaia thanks you too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I feel you all beautiful.
Thank you.
you.
Namaste.
Sending you love. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. Access all quantum conversations, special offers from our guests, and online healing retreats by visiting acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.